Alrighty, we're in another state, getting ready to start another hunt. I'm with my buddy Devin, Duncan, and we are in Virginia. Devin hunted with me in Tennessee last year, and we killed one in the rain. That's where I had all the camera problems because it got wet.
I was just a shooter. Shane did all the work there, and I appreciate it.
So right now, I'm gonna stand right here, and I'm gonna try and get one to gobble. I may walk around a little bit. Devin's gonna hop in his truck and head down to another spot, and we're gonna try and locate some birds for tomorrow morning. It's kind of chilly out here right now.
A little breezy. Try to split up and cover some more ground.
So yeah, we got a little chilly weather, but it's supposed to be sunny and not so much wind tomorrow. So anyway, that's the plan. All right, good luck.
Yeah, man.
We'll see you in a little bit. I thought I heard a gobble real faint right before that car started coming. Almost sounded like it was behind me, but real faint. That was a gobble. Yes! I don't know why I'm so excited. I guess because I heard a gobble, but he's a long ways off. Sounds like he's right up there on that ridge. Thought I heard another gobble, just to the right. I heard the first one right there. Sound like that one right there was right in that area, but it was harder to hear. They're a long ways off. Yeah, I'm thinking, actually I'm thinking, the more I think about it, I'm thinking, I think that first one is a little bit farther over. Just sitting here visualizing. And then the one I just heard that was real faint sounds like he's up here, but I'm not positive about this one. Could have been that one just turned or something, I don't know, or being so faint it was hard to pinpoint it. All right, doesn't look like I'm getting any more gobbles out of these birds. I'm gonna find out what Duncan heard in a little bit, and then we're gonna come up with a game plan for tomorrow morning. All right. Next morning, obviously, got a nice moonlit morning. Where it is, Thursday moon.
Nice and calm.
Yep, it's cold out here, about 33, 32, somewhere around that area, but there's no wind. Devin heard this bird gobble up here. Mine were on ways, and we're gonna go after those if we can't do anything with this one. But basically, we got how long before first light?
It ain't too long, about a half hour. So
okay, so
half hour, 40 minutes.
We'll slip up here and get real tight, as close as we can. See what we can do with this bird. So he's roosted on a, what is it? Describe what the lay of the land is.
Nah, it's just a little tiny finger ridge. Ain't much of a ridge really, just kind of on the end of it, and a little bottom, little creek there. So I don't know.
And we're just getting up, kind of
just getting slightly above him up the hill.
Okay.
Hopefully he'll work up to us. It's kind of a little flat there.
Okay. And then Devin and I talked about earlier, depending on the situation we'll get there, we'll either sit beside each other or he'll drop back behind me a little bit.
Depending on what kind of setup
yeah.
If we got a decent tree, I might sit with you, and
yeah.
if he hangs up or something, I might end up behind you from the get-go.
And then if we don't get on this bird, if we don't get him, then even if we do get him, we got a couple other ones that I heard gobbling yesterday, that we'll go after also. So let's slip on in here and we'll wait for it to get light and see what we can do with this bird.
I'm almost kind of thinking get down in the hall with him.
I hear drumming.
Shane's right there. The gobbler's right over there. Just a little swag and a little bump. Gobbler's over there drumming. He's got at least one in, I know. I can hear him drumming pretty good.
Devin walked back over the hill, trying to pull this gobbler in. I think he's up there just strutting the hens. There's one on that other ridge just been hammering all morning. We should go after him is what I'm thinking. We'll give this bird a little bit longer first. Well, it's obvious we ain't gonna kill that bird, but we got that one goblin on the hillside over there, so we're gonna slip on over there and see if we can do something with him.
This one's drum finally faded away, and
Yeah, we heard that hen early this morning.
She just made like one little two, 3 note yelp.
That's typical of a hen that's with a gobbler. She just makes a few soft and heads.
All she needs to do.
Yep. I had to slip them out of here. While Devin gets his gear together, we're at a different spot. We went to where we heard that bird gobbling, and there's a truck parked up there. So we don't know if they're on that bird or not, but we didn't want to mess them up. So we're at a new spot. We're just going to ease back in here and see if we can locate a bird back in here. And I think that's kind of the strategy from now on for the rest of the day, until noon actually, because that's the shut-off time.
That was a gobble.
Yeah.
What was that?
That's why I looked at you. I was like,
It's about in there.
I wasn't sure until I turned around and looked at you.
I got an idea where he was at.
Yeah, he was definitely behind me.
He was somewhere right in.
I wasn't 100% sure. That's why I looked over my shoulder at you.
He was somewhere in there. Right there he was
There he
again.
is. Yeah, just gobble. Where's that coming from?
It's right in here. Let me hit my box call and try to get a good pin on him.
Yeah. Oh, that's not the same one.
He might have just been turned. He might have turned this way.
That was so easy to hear. Yeah? Devin says the bird's like right in here. Is that right?
Yeah. It's a pretty good sign.
Yeah, that was a long, drawn-out gobble. Oh. Folks at home should be able to hear that one.
Let's roll.
Let's go kill him.
He's not. I doubt the turkey's moving anywhere real fast. They just milling around on the flat up there. We can get pretty close to him, even if he don't gobble for us right here.
How much closer have we gotten?
We came about 500-600 yards.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Right there he was.
Yeah.
He's around.
Yeah, he's quieter that time.
Hey, still good sign.
Yeah, he's gobbling to us. Getting hot now. Yeah, still quite a ways.
He's ready to die. I'm gonna get up here a little bit, and then that way I don't want to go too soon and be below him. And get up where the mountain kind of turns up, and then come over towards him.
Okay. it's open there, he's probably gonna go a little higher of us. Well, I think there's enough openings I could shoot through. Yeah, I'm gonna sit right beside that log there.
Right here?
Yeah, I'll just lay right beside it.
Okay.
I've had it happen before, but I can't explain it. The only thing I can think of is the hens were taking them, and then once we got close enough, then they just walked away, and he was catching up. Because he was right on that ridge. But yeah, it seemed like no matter how much progress we made, he was always the same distance away. I mean, we were hoofing it.
And when, down there, it sounded like he was turned this way.
Well, you remember the first time it wasn't that loud. Then the second time it was, he may have been in a little valley and then came up on one of these peaks, or turned towards us. Who knows? Well, bird went quiet and never came in. We were just over the whole hill behind us. The hill. He was right on that ridge right there, gobbled. And then Devin started calling and scared him off.
Yeah. No, he was gobbling on his own and to us. As we was getting in here to him.
Yeah, when we got close to him.
And then once we got to where we was clear air, he was what? 150?
Yeah.
150. Made a couple of little calls and he never said nothing. So we set up to see what he's going to do. Because, a lot of times I've seen a gobbler, once you get in his bubble, they shut up. And next thing you know, he's drumming right on top of you. So I said, let's set up and try it. And
I even mentioned that I thought I heard a drum at one time, but I think it was a car or something off in the distance. I don't know, I only heard it once. But we ain't got a whole lot of time. Yeah, we got to get moving and find another gobbler. 2 more hours?
Yeah.
God almighty, it's going by quick.
Yeah.
Nobody can say we didn't put in the effort for the 5 hours or 6 hours we had this morning. We were on 2 birds.
It's a shame you got to stop at freaking noon.
Mm-hmm. But guess what? That gives me time to edit footage from past hunts. But I'd much be rather toting a bird out of here. So we'll be back out here this afternoon somewhere to roost some birds. So in the meantime, we're gonna nap and eat and edit footage in no particular order. Oh, there's a nice little flat down there.
Looks like it all the way through here.
Oh wow, that's why they're up here gobbling. So folks, we were on the other side, what was it, Friday evening, and I heard that bird gobble up here, but we went after another one on the other mountain. But we heard 2 of them over here gobbling that morning. But there was somebody already parked up here, so we didn't get a chance. So now that the rain's gone this morning, we're gonna ease down through here and see if we can strike these birds.
I keep hearing like rumbles off in the distance. It sounds like a drum.
So you're having the same thing I'm having, but
Yeah.
I keep hearing what sounds like faint gobbles. Devin just heard a gobble, trying to move closer to it. I was dropping a pin on Onyx to mark this roost location. He said there was a gobble and took off running. Now I'm trying to catch up. Scale of 1 to 10, how sure you were it was a gobble?
100%.
Right there.
Right. Around this way.
Yeah. I keep hearing thumping.
I thought I was hearing drumming.
Yeah.
Like right here.
Yeah, like.
But that gobble's that way.
Yeah. Quite a ways off, sounds like. That's where you gobbled. Is that it?
Was that him?
Sound like it. Gobble.
I think it was.
He's off that way.
Kind of this way, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Sounded closer.
Right there he was again.
I didn't hear that one. It sounds about like he's gobbling from where we have it pinned where he roosted.
Yeah, that's where I had him in had a gobbler in shotgun range last year.
We had that one rooster the other night.
Right there he was. Let's go.
So what we did is we set up here just to listen. We heard him gobble. We both agreed we think he gobbled off in that direction.
Still getting used to talking to myself to a camera. Like I really didn't talk much, but I could have been.
Yeah, I did another take when you walked. Holy no, my mic is.
Could you imagine? Like, see how fast that fell? You couldn't have got out of there.
No.
That'd be wild to get got on camera.
I know, my mic was low. This tree right here, you see the trunk of it. It fell towards us. There's the root ball. You still see the tree shaking up there. And
that's less than 100 yards. About 75 yards.
yeah, that was a heck of a crash. The whole tree came down. Big old dead oak, or whatever it is.
I've heard many fall over the years, like, off in the distance, but it's the first time I've ever, seen one. You see how fast it fell?
Yeah, it was.
If you've been set up at a tree working a gobbler or something, you wouldn't.
Well, I heard the crack, and by the time I turned around, and the whole tree was coming.
About a second.
If you'd been sitting at the base of it,
you couldn't have got out of the way. Because by the time you saw it and your brain told you go, you'd have better been getting out of the way.
You barely would have got out of the way if you got out of the way at all.
What's up on around here?
That's a wonder it didn't get a bird to gobble. Well, that's pretty much wrapping up our second day here in Virginia. We did have a bird gobbling, so you can't complain about that. But he drug us halfway down the mountain. Devin's down below. I'm walking this peak out, and we got a ways to get back to the truck. And we'll get back out here this evening and see if we can locate some birds, try and roost some. Otherwise, that'll do it for our second day of hunting here in Virginia. It's a shame we couldn't hunt yesterday because of the private land, public land rule on Sunday hunting, but not too bad of a day considering we had torrential downpours, 2 inches of rain overnight, and it ended right at daybreak, and we got out here and got started. But hopefully tomorrow we can get in some birds because Wednesday's not looking real good for hunting. Cold and the chance of rain and snow mix. Okay, it's our third day of hunting here in Virginia. I'm going to keep this brief because I don't know how close I am to a roosted gobbler. Went out yesterday evening trying to roost birds. I was unsuccessful, but Devin heard a couple. He's after one of them now. And I went in here deep at the other one. It was so faint, he said he wasn't sure where it was at. So I took a guess of where it was at on the map. So I'm just waiting for it to get light. So that's it. I'm gonna shut the camera off in case it's close by. We'll see how this goes. Well, it's about fly down time. I've been sitting here listening and I haven't heard any gobbling nearby. I did hear a couple gobbles way off. So, yeah, there he goes again, way off. I mean, I barely hear him. But I got the mouth call in now. It's time for the birds to be hitting the ground. I'm gonna just ease real slowly in that direction. See if I can get them to gobble with the mouth call. Owl hooter hasn't been getting any gobbles. Maybe there's none around, or maybe they're just not gobbling, but just gonna get moving through the woods here and see what we can strike up. Gobbling's way off in that direction. We got a little plateau here, it drops off. And there's some mountainsides here, little fingers. You can go up and down. A little bottom down here, down below. Been seeing a lot of old scratching. Haven't seen any fresh scratching yet. Well, sounds like Devin got one. He's hunting off in that direction. Sounds like that was him that shot. I'm anxious to see what he got, if that was him. But that'll be a little while. We're gonna keep on hunting right here for the time being. See if we can hear a bird just gobble down that way. Let's go after him. You can see all the scratching on this hillside here. I don't see any super fresh stuff, but I've been finding scratching all on this knob. That bird gobbled way off over there. And work this bottom. Hopefully I can get closer to him. Alright, I made the executive decision to jump out of these woods and head over to another patch of woods. That bird hasn't gobbled anymore. He was a long ways off the last time I heard him gobbling. Tried to get him to gobble some more and he just ain't gobbling, so I'm not gonna chase him 3 miles through these mountains. It's one of those birds I think we chased the other day or yesterday. He's in that general area. We came from the top yesterday. There's another chunk of land I want to check out, so I'm gonna head back to the truck and jet over there real quick and see if we can do something over there. I heard a shot over this way.
I heard a shot.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big old gobbler laying there. Is that the one we tried to get on the other day?
Yeah. He had 5, 6 hens.
Nice.
Check this out. You don't, I mean, it's not.
Look at there, solid black.
Not super uncommon. It happens. We tried him opening morning and didn't have no luck. We only heard, well, we could tell it was one hen, but this morning I saw what he really had, and he had 5, 6 hens. Somehow or another, where I got set up, I was like in his hens, and they never spooked or nothing. I didn't know they was there until until one flew down. I was like, how did I even get here without getting busted? Because he was like 100 yards from him by himself. And soon the first hen that hit the ground, I heard him hit the ground, and he came in strutting and drumming. I mean, I didn't make a call except for a couple tree calls, and I made them before I realized that the hens were there. They hadn't made no noise or nothing. So basically, just being where he wanted to be, where his hens were. Well, congratulations, man. Thanks.
That's a nice looking bird.